Hello, everybody. Welcome back to hour two after a pretty dry hour one, I must say. But this shit gonna be lit. We got JJ in the building. JJ, how we doing?
We're doing pretty good, chilling.
Tired?
Definitely. Just
Yeah.
waking up for sure.
Dude, do you take naps ever?
I try to,
You try
but
to?
if I don't get the chance, then you just gotta thug it out.
Yeah. I never take naps, dude. I think it's because I drink like way too much caffeine, to be honest.
Mm,
But I never take naps. I took one yesterday, dude. I didn't go to bed. I was just like laying in bed, like eyes closed. I was like reading a little book. I've been trying to read a little bit more. But I was reading a book and then I was just like laying there. You know, like when you're trying to go to bed and you just like can't go to bed.
that was me kind of last night, Loki. I
That,
couldn't fall asleep at all.
dude, that's like the worst shit ever. I like falling to sleep like when I'm like scrolling, doing some bullshit, and I just like need to go to bed. That's like the best sleep.
Yeah.
But trying to like force yourself to sleep, I hate that shit, honestly. That shit sucks ass. Okay. Got 38 people. JJ, you want to drop a retweet on this?
Oh yeah, I think I just did.
Oh, you did? Okay, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I don't have Twitter. I've like done on all good shit. Yeah, I have this stuff on like desktop. So
Gotcha.
let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm filling up already. Got 48. That's sweet. How did want to do a little recap of yesterday? Oh, damn, I should be doing this shit on Excel. Okay, I'm gonna start tracking our plays like that we give out on the show on Excel separately. But I think you had Garland over 2.5 threes, right? And that was the only one.
I had Garland for the show. I had Garland over 2.5 threes. I think that was the only one we wrote down. And afterwards, I did a Booker under 27.5, telling you basically.
That shit was free.
So both of those hit. Um, who else? Uh, I had Maxi over 9.5 PRA. I thought there was gonna be more catch and shoot opportunities, but those motherfuckers cannot hit a single three to save their life. Like just nobody on the map. So it's just completely dominating Mark Williams in the paint.
Yeah, dude.
Gafford had career highs all around the board.
That shit had me hot. Like, because I was like, because I had a bet on Kyrie, and like I
Yeah,
just get so annoyed when I bet on a star and like a role player's going off. Like
yeah.
I can't stand that shit. Like, yeah, they made Gafford look like Dennis Rodman. I guess I saw that they were trying to like trade him for whatever reason.
Mm,
So he's getting that trade value up.
could
JJ, we
be.
could talk about one thing. I don't know. Did you watch the Memphis Minnesota game at all?
I watched a little bit while I was working out.
Rob Dillingham, baby. He is so fucking good. It's
Yeah, he just needs that time to grow.
yeah. Yeah. If he can like become not the worst defender in the league, dude, like he's just such like a fun player to watch first. Like good for the game, right? Like
Yeah,
he might be like one of the most entertaining players to watch like already at his age. Like he's one of the most skilled players in the league already for sure. And just man, when he's making his pull up shots, dude, like he's small as shit, but he like it seems like he's really hard to block on pull ups. I don't know
yeah.
like how to describe it. He just like elevates and makes that shit. So yeah, my Wolves kind of suck ass, dude. It's like it's the same shit every game. I'm not gonna lie, Ant in clutch time is like very sus. Dude, I don't like slandering Ant's name at all, but dude, I don't know how many more times I can watch like a clutch game for the Wolves where Ant's kind of just like I don't know, man. I don't know if he's tired because Finch plays him like a million minutes every game and like puts him on like the best defender or the best like offensive player a lot of the times too.
Could just be fatigue.
Yeah, but the Wolves, man, the Wolves are just in every single game, bro, and then they lose and like they're mid.
It's
It's
kind of
fuck.
like when Fox was taking over that 1 year every time in the fourth quarter, and now we haven't seen that play since.
Yeah, yeah. When he won Clutch Player of the Year, right?
Yeah,
Dude, you know what used to be like the freest money in the world? I used to do this every single game. Chris Paul. He's like the king of the fourth quarter. He
mm-hmm.
Like, especially when he was on like the Suns, dude. It's like, and he wouldn't even try. Like, he would not try to score at all in the first quarter. He would just like literally pass to Booker, pass to Aiden, pass to McCall, like get them going. So his points line would like literally drop from like 13.5 to like 9.5. And then even sometimes he'd troll in the second quarter and like have 2 points at half. His line would be like 8.5. And dude, he would score like 8 points alone in like the fourth quarter every single time, it felt like.
It's crazy.
Some players just kind of play like that. I don't know how I got to Chris Paul when we were talking about this shit, but have you taken a peek at the slate yet?
Looking through it right now.
Looks like shit, doesn't it?
A little bit. I think could make something out of it.
Yeah. Can make some shake. I bet we can too. All right, so yesterday though on straight bet, JJ, we went 5-0, which is awesome. Because I won all 4 of my plays I gave out, and then dude, I hate when I do this shit. I always like I went 4-0 on the stream, and then I added a play and it lost. I had Jaden McDaniels over 11.5 points. He ended at 11. He shot 1 for 6 from 3. It's not like I'm not even gonna complain about it, dude, because I bet on Jaden. Like that's 1 for 6 for 3 is honestly like pretty normal for him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not.
You're just hoping he gets to the paint a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping that they were gonna be more. Well, for my bet's sake, I was hoping that Ant was going to have more of a quiet game because of how they defended him last game. But he had a really good game outside of crunch time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I had that Kyrie play, 35.5 PRA. That Kyrie, speaking of taking over in the fourth quarter, that's exactly what he does, and that's what he did. Shouldn't have added rebounds and assists. He was. I think you might have mentioned he plays a ton off ball. Did you mention that? And like Dinwiddie, or was that Liam?
It might have been Liam.
Okay, yeah, that was the case, dude. It was like ridiculous how little pick and roll actions he got in, and so he didn't really get drop coverage. He had to just get tough isolation buckets and stuff. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Oh, the Duran read was kind of a beauty. Not gonna lie, I think that was a first quarter cash. That might be a little edge going forward too. The Rockets really are not that good against centers. It's like centers and like paint dominant centers and pick and roll handlers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm glad he got in the first quarter because the last 3 quarters he didn't do shit.
Yeah. No, I think he did end with like 14 though or something. So
he ended with 16 because he had 12 in the first.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. For the rest of the game. Great. No, but then Fred VanVleet got a lot of volume. I think you mentioned that most of it was catch and shoot. I didn't really watch that game to be honest because like the bets like hit so early. I'm like, dude, what do I watch this for? Then the Wolves are playing at the same time. So yeah, maybe catch and shoot against Pistons might be something going forward. I think you talked about fading pull up guys, especially like threats. Like they've kind of switched drop coverage stuff, so that's good to keep going. But yeah, 2-0 in that game from the stream plays, and then the Booker under that we both played was air, right?
Yeah,
that shit was air. And then like the blowout came to fruition too. Dude, he wouldn't have got there even if it was like he wouldn't have probably even been close if it was a close game too. So kind of everything just went right for that Booker play, and you love to see it. So yeah, 5-0 yesterday on hour 2. I think me and Liam, I did the Kyrie. So I mean, that's kind of cheating if I'm like using both plays, but I think it was 1-1 or 2-1 in the other ones. So good day overall. Hit the parlay, and we got 400 people in this place. Good shit, guys. Fucking love y'all.
So I'm looking at the stats right now. Fred VanVleet from 3 yesterday, 1 of 5. As far as pull-ups,
and then he had his catch and shoot ones.
Yeah,
I mean, 5 pull-up attempts though is pretty good.
Yeah, 4 of 8 on catch and shoot threes.
Oh, he got up 13. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Freddie. Yeah, I mean the Pistons just allow a shit ton of above the break threes to begin with though, so I'll take it.
But is an interesting trend to look at.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Are we ready? Yeah, I mean, we're more than ready. We got a shit ton of comments going in. Good shit, guys. Andrew, how we doing? Con, you're commenting and your comments are coming to fruition. Let's see. We got the screen share going. Perfect. All right. First play of the day. This one did move. This was a play that I gave out earlier, but I do like it at a lot of different numbers here. I'll break it down in a little bit, or not in a little bit right now. McCall over 22.5 PRA or 21.5 PRA. That's what I gave it out at. I would play the 21.5 at 365 and Fliff. It's minus 130 and minus 135. And then 22.5. I'm completely fine with that for a full unit as well. FanDuel, DraftKings, BetOnline. Also, you could do PR at 18.5. I think that's probably the best pivot, but that's also like a 365 line. PA, what's that at? 19.5. I like that as well. I think that if you want to save some juice at Caesars, I think that makes sense. And just points too, honestly. 16.5. All this stuff is good. If you can get 16.5 points, 19 or 18.5 points in rebounds, and then 19.5 points in assists, 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I like all that shit. So it's a revenge game. And that's why I'm playing it. Nothing else. He's in Brooklyn. He's going over. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Got a little more there, of course. So Macau, if we go down to Macau, and shit, I just pulled something up I didn't want to. And my Discord is making a lot of noise. Sorry, let me quick mute. Okay, sorry about that. Macau, go down here. So first of all, hit rates are good. This is with Cat and Brunson, 25 out of 38, 23.8 PRA average. And to be honest, I'm just going to do overall hit rate, 30 out of 42, 24.5 PRA. It's a back-to-back. I get it's Knicks Nets. But it is a back-to-back, and the Nets are literally like full-blown taking. So I'm not going to rule out Cat, especially sitting, who's missed a couple games with his thumb issue. Brunson, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it is a back-to-back against a tanking team. When I know Brunson has been resting every now and then, Cat's been resting now and then. They've been a little bit banged up. I'm just saying it wouldn't completely shock me if one of these guys ends up missing the game. And Macau is like the number one person who benefits from that shit because he's like the third option. He can do a little on-ball stuff. OG is like a spot-up guy. Josh is obviously not like going to get a usage upgrade and stuff. So yeah, I do think it's like a potential for one of these guys to miss just with the back-to-back. But on top of that, it's a great matchup. You can go to head-to-head, 31 PRA and 28 PRA. Go down here, spot up. Macau's obviously mainly a spot up guy. Nets are 27th. They're first against the pick and roll handler, which is Brunson. So if he's out there getting blitzed, which the Nets blitz like the most in the league. So obviously that's just going to funnel spot ups. Great for Macau. Really bad in transition as well. The Nets are. Spot up in transition is 51% of the Nets points. Cuts to the basket, 13%. Restricted area, 23rd. I think that's pretty good. So I think it's a really good matchup for Macau. Obviously, the head-to-head stuff kind of indicate that. We're getting a low number. He only played 27 minutes last game. I have no clue why, to be honest. I'm calling anomaly, right? I mean, it's Tibbs, it's Macau. There's nothing reported on him that I saw. Like Underdog never dropped a notification. Oh, he got hurt or something. And also Macau, like he just like never gets hurt.
He just needed a little break.
Yeah, I guess maybe he needs a break.
He plays every fucking game, so
yeah. But it's weird because it was a close game and he was cooking. So, I mean, it is a little bit weird. But like I said, I'm calling anomaly. I don't think that that's going to be a trend going forward. Just knowing Macau's injury history and it literally being nothing, and knowing Tibbs' history and seeing all the stuff from this year, like I said, I'm calling anomaly. Was there anything else that I added to this play in my write-up? So it's like a great matchup. It's a revenge spot. It's a low line. Slight chance, I think, of maybe a Brunson or Cat resting. And yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, I think there's a lot to like about this Macau line.
No, definitely. I love targeting catch and shoot versus the Nets, so
yeah,
I have no pushback against it.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. Dude, the Nets are like the perfect matchup because they're a tanking team who is not good at defense, but they still blitz the point guard. So it's like they're like a really bad defensive team, but like it's a tough matchup for like ball dominant guards, which like a Brunson. Like I think that a Brunson, if he plays, Brunson going off is like a pretty low probability.
Mm-hmm.
And Cat had a really bad game. Like he's playing with a fractured thumb, and Cat might just be, his numbers might dip a little bit while playing with a fractured thumb. Like that's totally reasonable and justifiable, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Cat's playing super hurt. Brunson should get blitzed. That just screams Macau. Back in Brooklyn, he's gonna be getting booed. Does he got that dog in him? I don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Okay, that's the first play. I got 2 more plays, guys. Keep those comments going. JJ and I will touch on every single one of them. So if you guys want us to go over any plays, make sure you are commenting them down below. We'll get to every single one of them. And of course, guys, if you are on YouTube, give this stream a like, give us a sub. It goes a long way to helping us out if you just want to support in a little way. Next up, we got Grady Dick under 16.5 points and rebounds. Let's see. This one was very widely available when I gave it out. It was maybe like 45 minutes ago, so let's hope it's still there. Yep, perfect. Okay, so playable at every book except for Caesars. Minus 142, you don't want to lay that. But FanDuel, which is good, has it. DraftKings has it. ESPN 365. Playable at every book besides Caesars, so that's awesome. Yeah, so here's the filters I used with RJ and Scotty, who are not on the injury report, and then without Quickly. So he's under in 4 out of 12. He's averaging 17.3 PR, which is a little bit above this line. But I do have another interesting trend. So Bruce Brown came back, and he's obviously like a really good player, but he's been coming off the bench on a minute restriction and stuff. Grady Dick with Bruce Brown. I'm not even like really looking at the hit rates. I mean, he hasn't hit it with Bruce Brown, but that's not the point. The point is, if you look at the minutes, 29, 25, 23, 30, 20, 27, 30, 25. So he's played 23 to 30 minutes in every single game with Bruce Brown. And that's kind of significant because he had some games in here where he was playing like pretty big minutes before that in some of these games. So if we go to with RJ and Scotty without Quickly, and then we go to a minutes filter and do the 23 to I did 31, just maybe give us a little leeway. 23 to 31 minutes. Then he's under in 6 out of 9 games. He's only averaging 16.1 points and rebounds. So, yeah, the minutes have just been trending down since Bruce Brown came back, first of all. And now, of course, guys, I mean, Grady Dick's a good shooter. He's a pretty much a pure spot-up guy when he's surrounded by higher usage guys. So, obviously, Magic, fewest three-pointers attempted allowed, like lowest catch and shoot frequency allowed, lowest three-pointers made allowed, all that good stuff. Fewest points per game to spot up, 5th fewest to transition. I mean, this is probably the worst matchup in the league for Grady Dick for like a pure shooter. The Magic, like, this is just a terrible matchup. So, yeah, I think there's actually like a lot to like about this one. Like, given that this doesn't even have like a good hit rate, he doesn't even have like a good average with these filters, and then you give him like the worst matchup in the league. I mean, I think this is like a kind of a gem.
I mean, I'm right there with you. Honestly, it's probably gonna be like an official tail right here.
Yes, sir. Let's go, baby, dude. We've been
fading spot ups versus the Magic. It's just a little system, you know.
It is a system, dude. We have a 100% hit rate over the last 2 plays that we've collabed on. Wait, actually, but what? Oh no, that Christie one. Yeah, well, that's why it's the last 2. We have 100% hit with the last 2.
Christie should have hit, bro. 2 of 13 shooting for a 10.5 line.
Yeah, and 2 of 12 at half, dude. It's like imagine if he had imagine if like his confidence wasn't like in the shitter.
Yeah,
kept on shooting, but it happens. You know, we can do our best to project volume and efficiency, and
we just can't project them actually making the damn shot.
Yeah, so we did our job. Should have been 3 out of last 3, but you know, still 100% hit rate last 2, no big deal. Yeah, I think that's it on Grady Dick, but yeah, it seems like you endorse it.
Yep.
Sweet. That's all
on my list.
Yeah, this is a great one. I honestly we do have 700 people in here, so these lines might start to get nuked in real time at some point. That's the goal, right? I hope that we have enough people in real time that lines start to just get nuked.
Yeah,
it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, but yeah, so Grady Dick under 16.5 PR, widely available. Love to see it. Got a third and final play. This one I love. This dude's questionable right now. If he doesn't play, I don't really care if people are questionable, right? Dude, if they don't play, it's a void. Like, no harm, no foul. AD over 26.5 points. I mean, guys, he's playing the Wizards. If we go down here, the Wizards, 4th most points in the paint allowed, 4th in pace, last in defensive rating. We all know that the Wizards don't be defending shit. They allow the 2nd most free throws attempted. AD gets the line a ton. 2nd most points for the game to the pick and roll man. 3rd like cut. They're not going to be good at defending cuts because of how many points in the paint they allow. Post ups 26, so like 5th most points. Put back, like this is like a perfect matchup, dude. Like Sar is not doing anything against AD. Jonas Valanciunas is like he's a good. I think I like him on offense. He's not a good defender at all. He can barely move. So this one did move on FanDuel, but MGM prop builder, Pinnacle, let's see, Fliff, ESPN bet 365. So there's a lot of 26 and a halfs out there. But also 27 and a half. I mean, it's literally the same hit rate, I believe. So if we go to and I'm going to filter out this game because he played 7 minutes, right? So assuming he doesn't get hurt, I'll just filter out that. So 8+ minutes. Big ask there. 8+ minutes. Yeah. So the hit rate's the exact same at 27 and a half as it is at 26 and a half. So I'm totally cool with that, right? I mean, I'd maybe scale it down to like 0.75 units or 3/4 of a unit. But yeah, same exact hit rate. He's averaging 26.3 points per game, over in half out of the games, and it's against the Wizards, bro. Like this is just such an easy matchup, dude. Like you should be giving me like a 37% hit rate to the over if against the Wizards in this matchup. If like to make it a fair line, in my opinion. So yes, he's questionable with the calf. Could the Lakers blow him out? Yeah, like for sure. But
the thing I say is every single game in the NBA is a potential blowout. Doesn't matter what the spread says.
Yeah. And in my opinion, the bigger thing is to just not bet over on a team that gets blown out. Because if you're the team that's blowing them out, right, like your team's gonna probably have a lot of points. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which means
you're probably gonna have starters in to close out the game.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep that lead for a little bit. Unless it's just like a 50-point, 40-point lead type of thing.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And the Lakers, dude, LeBron's gonna be hung over. He was like living his best life at that Ohio State game last night.
Yes, dude, he was.
The Lakers, it's tough to get up for the Wizards too. You know, like JJ said, it's tough to predict blowouts, but I know damn sure that the Lakers aren't going to get blown out at home against the Wizards. So
yeah.
So like this stuff, dude. Honestly, if this game is close, I feel like AD is going to have like 35 or 40. So I think that alts are in play for this one. And yeah, AD, like I said, bro, you're going to give me a 50% hit rate, pretty much close to his average. And against the Wizards, I'm going to take it. Like this line should be 28 and a half in my opinion. Yeah. Like I feel like AD's either look at how inconsistent AD is. Like he either has like these stinkers where he doesn't even score 20 or he's like dropping damn near 30 cuz look at his hit rate with 28 and a half. Even like 29 and a half. Like that's really not that bad. So like 30 plus on the alt I think is like a really good look too. Cuz that's a good hit rate.
So.
Like, dude, if this game is like anything competitive, he's getting 30.
So. And bigs have just dominated against the Wizards. That like scoring bigs, like they just do whatever they want against them.
Yeah, I want to show. Look at this. Sabonis had 29 and 32 minutes against the Wizards. Like that was literally the last game that they played. Let's see. We can go like who's like let's look at Alex Sarr. Let's look at dominant bigs. Warriors don't have a dominant big. Is Mason Plumlee a dominant big?
Maybe in high school.
Rudy Gobert, is he a dominant big? Let's see what Vucevic had. He's not a dominant big at all.
But he does score.
He had 23 points in 27 minutes. Let's see. Dominating. Bro, he literally has dominate in his name. Let's see. What did dominating have? I can't even find. Oh, no, this is Philly. That wasn't even Portland. Yabusele had 21, bro. Sengun's probably a good parameter too. Sengun had 26 and 29 minutes, guys. Everyone's like this is like the easiest matchup in the league. I think this is a great bet. I think this is great. Dude, if this game stays close, I think that like an AD alt points, LeBron alt assists, because that's how, LeBron, like look at the pick and roll man stuff. LeBron's going to be racking up the assist to AD all game. I think like an alt line with AD points, an alt line with LeBron assists, and then an alt line with like Kuzma points or something. It's like someone, because he has a good matchup with the transition stuff that the Lakers are kind of bad in, and the points in the paint. Like Kuzma, and he's been insanely reliant at scoring in the paint this year.
And everybody loves scoring against the Lakers.
Yeah, revenge game, stuff like that. So I think like, dude, Kuzma 20 plus points, AD 30 plus points, and LeBron like 10 assists, dude. I think that's just like it. Like if the game stays close, like dude, that's like hitting, bro. Okay, I don't want to like be one of those guys who like guarantee stuff that hits. I feel really good about that though. If this game happens to like if like AD and LeBron are still in with like a minute left in the fourth, like I'll feel really good about that. So guys, not a lock, not a lock. Obviously, we're not those deceiving guys, but I think that's a great look.
And then I have a play for this game as well.
Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's hear JJ.
Jonas Valanciunas over 7.5 rebounds. You know, still no Brogdon, but you got Kuzma and Poole. I mean, we pretty much ran this play his last game. He had 12 against the Kings. I had 23 minutes. Wasn't expecting 23 minutes, but he did hit within the parameters I was expecting, which was about 15 to like 21 minutes. I mean, when he runs with that second unit, AD is eventually going to come out. He's going to face Jackson Hayes, which his size, he could definitely dominate. Like he's consistently getting what double-digit rebound chances here. He's a pretty efficient rebounder. He's been pretty efficient all season. Let's see. So let's see, 15 to 22 minutes. How does he do?
Let's see. I have it up. 19 out of 29. Great stuff.
Yeah.
We go to last 10 games, rebounds, opponent rebounds. Lakers have been a decent rebounding team, but they've been giving up a ton of O boards.
Yeah.
And also, dude, well, the thing is, Jonas, his minutes are going to be against Jackson Hayes, which is like a perfect rebounding matchup. Like someone who can't stretch the floor, someone who's like skinny, who he can like punk on the offensive glass. Like it's not going to, his minutes aren't really going to line up with AD like a ton.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, he's going to crush Jay Hayes in those minutes. And bro, and he's auditioning, dude. He's got to show off those rebounding chops. He's playing against the Lakers.
Yeah. His potential future team.
Yeah. So I think that actually matters a little bit, dude. That's definitely a potential suitor. And
yeah,
show him off. So like for his playing time, you gotta show him off and like let him do his thing a little bit.
And bigs definitely do well scoring against the Lakers.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the perfect chance to like really just earn a little few extra minutes just scoring against the Lakers in that second unit.
Yeah. So you're going with 7.5 minus 130 DraftKings?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Let's quick add that to the banners. Yes, sir, JJ. I love that. Okay. Yeah. And then if the game stays, that's another SGP leg for this game stays close.
Yep.
8 rebounds. Maybe even ladder that thing up a little bit. Yeah, Jonas is a beast on the glass, dude. He's a really good rebounder. Let's see, Lakers on the year are like an average rebounding team, but yeah, like minutes are gonna be you gotta think about it like how it's actually gonna go down on the court, right? Like it's gonna be him versus Jay Hayes for most of the minutes.
Yeah. I think with 15 to 22, is he almost gotten double-digit rebounds every game? I think but one or a couple. Let's see. Might just be a couple that he missed, but like 70 to 80%, he's gotten double-digit rebound chances.
He ends at 8 rebounds a lot. So 8's kind of a key number. Dude, JJ, look at this props madness thing. So this is 8.5, and then he's only over in 9 or 11 out of 30, 7. So he's ended at, when playing 15 to 22 minutes, ended at exactly 9 times. So that's like a key number. Every number is a key number with like rebounds and assists, in my opinion, though.
Oh, definitely.
Like points can be like a little bit different, but yeah, rebounds and assists. Ton of key numbers. Okay, sweet. This thing's filling up. JJ, you ready to break down some questions?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yep, I was gonna say McCallum, Brooklyn. Hell yeah. J Sleep. That's what I'm gonna call you now, J Sleep. Yesterday, after the second quarter, we understand why Poor's line is too low. Warriors are shit.
Yeah. Warriors are shit.
Yeah.
He was right at 25 in the third quarter. and then just never played the fourth.
What was his final minutes? Like 24 or something?
It was like right at 22.
22? Bro, that actually sucks. Damn. So yeah, no, that actually blows.
I don't think a single starter played in the fourth quarter.
There's no chance. Wasn't it like a 40-point loss?
Yeah. At least it was like 35 plus 40 or so going into the fourth quarter.
Bruh, that's ass. Jovic to get 3 assists. This is a unique one. Goofy isn't the right word. So with Bam, Hero, and Jimmy Butler, I think I actually looked at Jovic stuff earlier today, so I'm just gonna save us some time. I think that his minute projection should be 18 to 30. Like I said, I did that a while ago. So honestly, yeah, this is with Bam, Tyler, and Jimmy. And then with 18 to 30 minutes, because Spoelstra likes to be like weird with these wing minutes and stuff. Like he just plays a hot hand, whether it's Jaime, whether it's Jovic, whether it's like Pelly, Larson, and stuff, dude. Like there's always a wide range of outcomes with minutes with like these wings. I think there's even like some other guys that I'm missing on the Heat that like randomly play minutes. Oh yeah, Duncan Robinson. Like he's like, does he have it going? So there's a wide range of outcomes, which is why I don't think I bet on any of these guys this year. I will say I do like Jovic from a matchup perspective. He leads the Heat in transition frequency. So, he scores a lot in transition, and I think assists like go the same way with that. Like if you just like are active in transition, it's definitely a solid matchup, I think. But with that being said, yeah, I get that he's been assisting the Rock good, but a lot of those games were without Jimmy. And there's a lot of variance with wing minutes, in my opinion. JJ, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Honestly, I really don't have any thoughts. I haven't looked into that enough, but I mean, as you were saying, like the lineups are like so inconsistent because they really do describe whoever has the hot hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I probably wouldn't play it, to be honest. I do like his points. Like I really do lean over, and like I do lean over on like PA and stuff. Because I mean, even like points has a pretty good hit rate, right? Like 6 out of 9, that's not bad. PA 6 out of 9 as well, and I do like the matchup. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's not something I'm like comfortable with personally. So I would personally stay away. But yeah, top of the morning, we back. Gafford, we here to stay. Oh, Gafford is here to stay for Dallas. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, bro. Him and Lively are a great center tandem. I think Gafford works best as like an 18-minute a game backup big.
Yeah, that's where you can get the most efficiency out of him.
Mm-hmm. When you start to ask him to play those big minutes, though, he'd be doing goofy shit.
Yeah, because he just doesn't have the stamina to be able to get 30 minutes a game.
Yeah, 100%. Rob is the greatest basketball player of all time. Yes, sir. He's the shiftiest of all time, that's for sure. Rob with the shifts. That's why the Wolves are going to be back next year. We're just having a slight rebuild. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back.
Is that what you're calling it?
Slight rebuild. It's like the Celtics, Like it's like we're like a future dynasty with like a future, top 5 player in the world. Jaden McDaniels is gonna eventually turn into Jaylen Brown. It's like a slight rebuild. Like how like the Celtics had those years where like they were like getting swept in the playoffs and not really doing much, and like it was supposed
racking up first and second round picks.
Yeah, dude. Like that's we're on the same trajectory as the Celtics, and like Rob's.
I think OKC has something to say about that.
Dude, they're not even good, bro. They're not even in a good situation. They have no picks and no talent and no young players. Okay, JJ. Oh, let's see. Okay, we already talked about Jovic. I don't hate playing it this way, to be honest. Like at least you're getting some plus money out of it. Actually, Scuffy, to be honest, I actually do like this. If you're gonna play Jovic, get some plus money out of it because it is a good matchup for him. Like I said, there's a lot of variance with Jovic's minutes, in my opinion, but it is a good matchup. So play for the upside. I'll endorse this for sure. What do you say? Oh, he was in.
I think that was from Mikhail.
Oh, okay. So that's why he played weird minutes. Okay, cool. JJ give a in-depth analytical breakdown using advanced metrics on why Tyler Hero is going to go over 22.5 points.
Pull-up shooting.
Is that a good matchup?
I gotta check again. I haven't looked at Blazers in a little bit. Let me see.
The last 15 seems fine, like slightly above average. Last 10. Last 10 is not great.
Not great. Okay, so let's look at usage. How's the usage looking?
I can get up a little hit rate chart. So there is 21.5 at FanDuel and ESPN Bet. This is with Bam and Jimmy. 15 out of 24, averaging 23.5. Pick and roll handler is a mid matchup. Transition, like I said, Portland is just like so bad. Like Hero will do stuff in transition for sure. And I think they're bad against spot up too. And you'd think that with Jimmy back, right, like the spot up is more emphasized a little bit. And pick and roll handler down a little bit.
They've been pretty good against catch and shoot, at least low frequency, slightly below average on field goals made.
They don't have. Their rim protection is probably pretty bad with no Klingon and Robert Williams.
So he's gonna get a lot of drives, but that could just mean, I can't say it could mean Jimmy. I don't know what the fuck Jimmy wants to do.
Yeah. Dude, the Heat are just like not good to bet on, dude. Like, cause like, what if Jimmy just says, "Oh, I want to play basketball today," and scores 30 and like ices out Tyler? You know, like, dude.
Yeah, unless outside of Jimmy, unless Bam or Tyler's just in a great spot to just shoot, just take them. But outside of that, if it's like slightly above average matchup, then it's like just avoid it.
I will say that Portland Trailblazers doesn't really strike me as a game that Jimmy wants to try hard in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, like 15 out of 24 with Jimmy and Bam, though, that's good stuff right there. I think it's a lean over for sure. I think it's a good number. And then, yeah, like a lot of these games, like Jimmy probably was, at least given half a shit in. And like Jimmy Butler right now is not like the Jimmy Butler at the start of the year. So, yeah, lean over for me. I don't like betting for real. I don't feel like betting for real. Damn, bro, why?
Maybe you don't like the slate.
You don't like the slate? Yeah, I guess that's fair. The slate isn't all that sexy. Goldo ain't feeling it. Oh, sweet. You sent me the email? Perfect. Yep, I'll check that after this. Thanks, Amir. Amir put me on with that Macau thing. Gave me a comment when I was low. So I'm giving him free month of Discord. You earned it, Amir.
That is great.
RJ Barrett over 11.5 rebounds and assists, dude. Rule of thumb, bro. I would not play any assist overs, anything involving assist overs against the Magic, because they're not going to double RJ. They're going to play one-on-one is shit and limit the hell out of catch and shoot stuff. We could do just like, let's see, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. So there is 10.5 if you're looking for the over. I guess he's averaging 12.3, but yeah, dude, I don't like the matchup personally. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, the matchup does make it tough, but I guess it depends on what type of person you are. Do you think he has enough usage to go over even in tough matchups? And then the other side of it is it's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
So it's either usage or matchup. It just depends on the person, I guess. For me, I'd probably just stay away, but I'd probably lean over here slightly, probably with like rebounding and all that.
It is a pretty low line, I will say that.
Yeah.
10.5. But yeah, the matchup sucks, so it's probably a fair line, to be honest. D-Lo. We got D-Lo 1,000. What's up? We back. We is back.
That's right.
Melo's at 10.5. Yeah, Melo. I mean, obviously, you're going to want to play the 10.5. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a good hit rate, obviously. But I mean, Yeah, man. I don't like doing assist over stuff against the Magic, dude. If he finished like 2 assists, like I don't think RJ's had good assist numbers, like no doubt about it. But like when you think about RJ as like a whole, dude, like I don't think of him as a good passer like, at all.
I
OG
agree.
only 13.5 points, JJ
OG.
against the
I
Nets.
mean, it's catch and shoot. I mean, I guess it depends on his ability to cut to the rim as well, because he does score a lot off that. But I mean, it's kind of in a similar spot as Mikhail, because they both like transition the spot up, but his ability to cut to the rim and score in transition, like I feel like those are the big difference makers for him.
I endorse it. I mean, dude, I'm on
Yeah,
Macau. Macau and him have a very similar play style. I'm just
yeah,
going with the revenge game and like kind of the overall. I mean, this is a low number for OG though, because
that's what I was thinking as well.
I mean, dude, he's kind of fallen off a cliff. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the shit, JJ. I mean, holy shit, he was cruising over this number every time. And then let's see.
Feels like a good like bounce back or positive regression spot right here.
Yeah, I like it. But since that 40-point game, he's under in 14 out of 22. I don't really care about recency stuff. Like JJ said, I'm a believer in positive regression. And yeah, I think that this is definitely a good bet. And same way with the Macau thing, I said if Cat or Brunson misses, which I think is very possible, back to back against a tanking team, OG would definitely benefit from that. I don't think Josh Hart benefits. I think he's the one person that really doesn't benefit from a scoring perspective because he just like scores in like the most like random ways ever. Okay. Maxi under threes. Yeah, so Jokic, he either plays at the level, which completely like kind of takes away threes from the pick and roll, or he plays drop. I don't know why you'd play drop against Maxi when he's like the only person that can beat you and like his teammates like kind of stink.
I mean, who the fuck is playing for the 76ers today?
Yeah, we don't know who's playing for the 76ers. Paul George, is he going to play? He's missed the last 2 games. Dude, Philly's a disaster. I haven't really looked at anything from this game just because you don't know. To me, it's so important knowing like which bigs are going to play. I would assume Drummond plays, but he's questionable. Yabu's questionable. Drummond might be in drop, while Yabu will not be in drop. There's no point of playing Yabu in drop, so he's like blitzing and stuff, which makes a big difference on like the handicap of the game. But yeah, if I had to guess, Maxi will not get drop coverage and Jokic will play up on him because, I mean, dude, you're totally okay with like the supporting cast like trying to beat you. So Maxi should not get dropped. And, like pick and roll handler, they're 5th on the year. I know that they've been allowing a fair bit of pull ups. The Nuggets have been. Let's see, where do they rank in isolation? Isolation, they're 14th. Above the break threes, they're 18th. But I bet a lot of that is from spot up where they rank really poorly.
If PG sits out, he may just chuck, and that could be the problem too.
Oh, for sure. He'll take some like isolation step backs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
he may get like maybe 12 3-point attempts up if PG decides to sit out. Since 76ers don't care about playing ball no more.
yeah, no, for real. But my reasonings or my like philosophy on, if like a player's gonna like just go crazy and hit 4 step back threes, like, I think you made a good bet. But we could go
What
to
about prime James Harden? Would you do that against him?
no, that's different. You gotta, dude. If you're gonna fade prime James Harden, they better be like number 1 against isolation, dude.
I don't even think that still work, to be honest.
Yeah,
His step back then was Houston Rockets. James Harden was something else.
yeah. You just have to hope and pray he like has a poor shooting night. Like no one was doing anything, or if it was one of those teams that used to defend him, like behind him, to take away the step back. If they were one of those teams, that was probably free money.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, so without Embiid and McCain, so we don't know if Paul George is going to play. I guess there's probably some games where PG plays and where he doesn't. It's like under in 4 out of 10. I think it's a good bet, dude. I think it's a solid bet. D'Lo said that's my guy Jonas. D'Lo's rocking with your Jonas play, JJ.
Yep, that's right.
And
Jonas is the man.
I love LeBron's assists because LeBron and AD have such a good pick and roll chemistry. Like I said, we were talking about this earlier. An SGP between LeBron assists, AD points, and like Kuzma points, like just say the game plays, like boost up their ults. The number, there is some juiced 8.5s out there. You could, I mean, dude, 8.5, bro. I might actually play this if I can find something to pair with. Even 9.5 though. I mean, the hit rates aren't going to be amazing, but like I said, I think this is like the best matchup in the league for LeBron to just drop a shit ton of dimes. What do you feel about this one, JJ?
I mean, I like it a lot because we went over this during the your AD breakdown. So, I mean, the pick and roll should be there because with the PNR man defenses is atrocious. They'll sometimes like meet at the level against the ball handler, but sometimes they'll just wait until he gets into inside the arc and then try to go at him. It just leaves the roll man open all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a lot of correlation with AD here.
Yeah, for sure.
And his usage has been up since D'Lo left with assists.
What about LeBron over 8.5 assists and then AD 20 plus points just to get it down to like not super juiced? Because 20 plus points is going to be like minus a lot.
Yeah,
I think that's a good bet for sure. If you want to play LeBron assist, like 80, good pair at 20 points.
I like that.
Correlated too. So Macau getting passed around by everyone on X, that's actually not surprising at all. I bet the people on X though are like playing it because it's like his first game back in Brooklyn and like that's it. The people on X don't really know about play types and like catch and shoot stuff. They just know the hit rates and revenge. So I mean, shit, it's a good bet though. Like I don't know. I obviously played it because I think it's a good bet, but I mean, bro, I don't know. This shouldn't matter, right? Like it shouldn't matter, but
I think it's more so it's just a narrative thing, just because more people are on it, so more people are going to deal with the loss if it loses or something like that.
Yeah. Like,
so then that's why it's like, oh, community play is going to fail now. So it's like, if you like to play, you like to play.
Mm-hmm. If you have like good
numbers.
That's
why I don't really look at Twitter when I'm researching.
Yeah, dude. I highly recommend that to everyone who does research your own plays, dude. Just like cut off Twitter. There's no reason to be looking at other people's plays because it like sways your influence too. Because a lot of the times, like I know me personally, I don't know about you, but JJ, but like when you see, like what you just said, when you see like a lot of people want to play, it makes you not want to play it. But like that shouldn't be the case if you like can back it up with good numbers and like think it's a good bet.
Yeah, so like I only use Twitter if I'm like researching like certain news from beat reporters and all that. Mm-hmm. And if a play just happens to pop up on my screen, then I'm like, all right, I'll just tell this if I like it. If not, I just keep scrolling.
Yeah, like I have most people who post plays muted. To be honest, I don't have you muted, JJ.
I have all my Twitter notifications turned off.
Yeah. No, but I have like just like my For You page. Like I have like a lot of people just muted, not because I like don't like them or anything, but it's just because like I
just don't want the influence on your plays and all that.
I don't like seeing what other people are doing. I don't like seeing what other people are playing. I think it's also like good. I used to do that too when I used to go in slumps because like it can kind of be like demoralizing when you're in a slump and you like see everyone else like recapping like 4-0 days and stuff. I think it's just like kind of bad for your like mental and stuff when you're doing that shit. So. We already talked about hero over. I said I lean over. JJ, did you say you kind of lean over or you're neutral on it?
I leaned over.
Yeah. Francis, this is Props Madness. Use code SB15 for 15% off for life. Francis, real quick rundown. This is like actually like a must-have if you want to bet on your own props. Has literally everything. Games with and without. I mean, and it's going to keep getting better too because Pips, he's working on it full time. He's a dude who makes it. So it's going to keep getting better. In my opinion, dude, I really don't think you can be I don't think you should be betting on the NBA if you're not tailing people, if you're not using Props Madness personally. Thoughts on Jordan Poole? I actually don't really like Poole. Lakers AD kind of is pretty aggressive in the pick and roll. I guess Poole does stuff in transition, which is good. But yeah, Lakers are pretty aggressive against the pick and roll. I really don't like Poole stuff personally.
It's 50-50 for me. If you wanted to take some, you probably take like an alt line over less units.
Yeah. Let's see, where's the okay? Lakers have been giving up a fair bit of pull-ups. I swear, I thought last 10 and 15. Okay, Lakers, I guess, have been giving up a fair share of pull-ups. But yeah, whenever I watch that though, AD's usually playing pretty aggressive in the pick and roll. Like he's really not sitting in drop. So whenever that's the case, I just usually don't really like it. Even though the number's not bad and like the transition's good. Actually, the number is good, right? That's a pretty good hit rate. Let's see, we can do it without Brogdon with Kuzma. Okay, without Brogdon with Kuzma, it's 50%. I don't know. Just I never really like to bet on like someone who's pretty reliant on the pick and roll if I think there's a chance that they get blitzed. So, JJ, is there any locks for the Magic game?
I don't even know what a lock is.
Yeah, hey, I don't like using the term lock because it's a little bit misleading. But a play I have for the Magic game, which is available everywhere now except for DraftKings, is yeah, sorry, dude. I kind of sound like a tight ass saying that shit. A lock for the Magic game. Not a lock, but a good bet. Grady Dick under 16.5 points and rebounds I played. Let's see.
The only lock I have is LeBron 10+ points.
Yeah, that is a lock. That is genuinely a lock. Yeah, but Grady Dick under 16.5. That was an official play that I had. So yeah. I took huge L yesterday and last month got big L. Oh, dude. Don't be betting outside of your means, bro. You gotta stay consistent with your unit size.
Yeah.
Just to be, be.
If you lose units, you shouldn't have a problem because it's only like 1% to 2% of your bankroll.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, taking bad L's sucks, but just be smart with it. Betting can be a slippery slope for a lot of people, dude. Like, I'm lucky enough for me. I'm like addicted to content and not betting. I'm like addicted to the process, but I'm not addicted to betting, like betting actual money and stuff. I mean, I bet actual money, but I'm not like I just bet $100 and it's been like that for years. So, under on Banchero points, rebounds, and assists. He has to show me today. Yeah, like I talked about Paulo. And I just don't want to play anything under on Paulo. I get that he's been soaring under, but they've been getting like blown out left and right, dude. And like, what is he? He's played 5 games back from injury now, dude. Eventually, he's gonna start playing like 36 minutes and stuff, in my opinion. So I don't really like it. And the Raptors have been one of the worst defenses in the league, just like overall, recently. More so in catch and shoot, which isn't Paulo. But yeah, I don't have a ton. It's like not really enough. It's more of a feel thing, but I just don't want to fade Paulo, man. I really feel like one of these games he's going to play 36 minutes, and if you have anything under, you're probably cooked. Bro said he's throwing 500 on a 2-pick today. Give me your best lock. Buddy, that shit made me snicker. JJ, if you had to put 500 on a 2-pick lock, what are you doing? Calling the hotline.
I mean, hey, everybody's bankroll is different, right?
Yeah, shit. If you're booling like that.
I mean, we like Grady. We both agree on Grady Dick under 16.5 points and rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
These
are the 4 plays we had, dude. If I could tell you which ones were going to win, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. But McCall, Grady under 80 over points. JJ had Jonas over 7.5 rebounds. So, yeah, I couldn't tell you which 2 ones are going to be the best. Deuce. I actually like Deuce. I kind of like every Knick player that isn't Brunson and Cat. 6.5 does feel quite low for Deuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, JJ, look at this. Good
I've
stuff.
actually never seen it that low for him.
Yeah.
Granted, I haven't paid attention to him the last couple games, but
minutes are kind of trending down, to be fair. Like, he was pretty
the
good.
volume is good enough for a 6.5 line.
Yeah, took 10 shots. The matchup's great. He's like a spot-up guy. Transition. Yeah, Tommaso. Thumbs up from me, at least. Thumbs up from you, JJ?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, Josh Hart. So, okay, I'm not touching Cat's rebounds until he has a good game, because he's playing with a sprained thumb, dude. Like that's no joke. Like he missed the game once he missed the game against Minnesota, I knew he wasn't right. Like he's not playing 100%. He only had 9 rebounds in 37 minutes last game. Dude, it's rebounding with a sprained thumb just does not sound good. So honestly, I was actually like looking to play the under, but I can't get there, obviously, with this stuff. Why am I doing with Brunson? That doesn't matter. Yeah, I think fading Cat rebounds would make sense. But yeah, dude, he's playing with a sprained thumb. Josh Hart maybe could benefit from that. The Nets are like weirdly like a pretty good rebounding team. Maybe it's because they like turn the ball over so much.
Probably.
They do allow the 4th fewest rebounds on the year. And last 10 games, Brooklyn 8th fewest. So, I mean, 9.5 for Hart. Especially if Cat's gonna, I don't mind 9.5 for Josh. But yeah.
So far this month, Scotty Barnes had 13 rebounds and Westbrook had 11. That's interesting.
2 like weak side rebounding dudes.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that is Josh Hart.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, yeah. So no on Cat for sure. But like Josh Hart could like benefit from that almost, if Cat's like a little bit less willing to grab every rebound, Josh will happily like take him from him. Promise you that. Bam over assists, system play with Jimmy. Really, I feel like Jimmy like doesn't score on assisted baskets. I feel like he just like holds the ball and like drives and then
Bam does good with. I think it's usually like 3.5 assists that they give him.
So you'd have to play 4.5. 3.5 would be good for sure. I mean, that's some good stuff. Portland, how does Bam gets assists on like cuts the basket? I would assume, and
I think cuts and handoffs.
So we could go to Tyler. So cuts is just restricted area stuff. That's how I do it at least, right? I think that's a good way to do it. So yeah, cuts definitely makes sense if you're allowing a ton of shit in the restricted area. And then, but also, I guess in overall points in the paint, they're pretty good, 14th. So maybe it's not great. Let's see, handoff 20 seconds. So that makes sense. I guess they just played each other. There was no Jimmy, but he had 6 assists.
6.
No potentials didn't register, so we don't know. I mean, this plus money kind of seems like a pretty good price, to be honest.
It does.
Yeah, like 13 out of 24, averaging 5 with those two. Matchup.
Positive matchup here.
Yeah, positive matchup for sure. 23 in overall assists allowed. Yeah, definitely a positive matchup. I think like to that too. What was the one I said LeBron. Maybe like a LeBron over 8.5 assists and Bam over 3.5. I don't hate that.
Yep.
So yeah. Con 6 assists is mad low for Scotty. Like mad low. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty juiced, but this is absurdly low, dude.
Yeah,
I can't argue with it, bro. I don't even care about the matchup at this point, dude. If he's averaging 7.9 with Quickly out and Barrett in and like 15 out of 17, that's just too low.
You kind of gotta take the juice on that one.
Yeah, I can't talk you off of it, Con. But you gotta, it's probably only playable at 365 and MGM. You're kind of getting into the weeds a little bit past that. I guess what's like rebounds and assists? Oh, that's insanely juiced too. And Magic are a pretty good rebounding team. Scotty might be on Paulo. That wouldn't be ideal for rebounding. Yeah, but 5.5 assists, dude. I mean, if you can play this at Bet365, like, yeah. I mean, you can't argue with this shit. I didn't make it an official play, but I do really like it. I think we did the math earlier, and if you project him for 30 minutes, he was averaging, it was like 13.8 points per game, but he's only shooting 38% this year. So you have to bake in like, okay, he's usually going to shoot like 44%. So there probably should be positive regression coming.
Yeah.
And
he
then,
should be back to 30 plus now.
Yeah. I'm not going to do the 30 plus because I talked about this dude, and he has a lot of games with like 42 minutes and like 36. And like, I don't really see that, to be honest, like 39. Like he actually has like he has a shit ton of games with 36 plus minutes, which is weird. And like I don't see that coming quite yet, personally. But like I said, like per 30 minutes, he is averaging 13.8 and on terrible shooting. You could do the spot up filter.
And there's still the possibility that Simons is not going to play too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like the matchup for sure. I mean, he's super reliant on spotting up. Do you think like Jeremy Grant, like he's been like a 20-point per game scorer like the past couple of years around there? But yeah, he really just spots up this year. I like it. I didn't make it official, but I like it. Jenny. Oof. Denny's really. Whenever I watch Denny, I feel like he's eating in transition. So I don't really like that. I guess he is a spot up guy to some extent. Yeah, with the Blazers, I feel like Denny would get a big usage boost if Simons didn't play, and like we don't know if he's gonna play. So for rebounding though, he's been a horsey. 12 against the Heat, without Ayton and Williams. To be fair,
I mean, even when Ayton is playing, he's really not there anyway. So
Denny's minutes have been sweet. Even with Jeremy Grant the last two games, or the last game he had 35 minutes, was without Simons, but I don't really, he's a wing, so that shouldn't affect much. I guess a floor for Denny, I mean, dude, his minutes have actually been really good. 35, 37, 34, 27. All 30 plus. So, I mean, let's do like 27 plus. He'd be snagging. He do be snagging. And I think you could even project him for maybe like 30, 33 minutes or something like that. Let me quick do a little math. I think the matchup for him to score is pretty neutral because like he does do a fair bit of spotting up. Oh, Ben Simmons is now questionable. He's the dude on her thumbnail. Rock with that, JJ. Ben Simmons. Are you a truther?
Ben Simmons truther?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is a Ben Simmons truther?
Like you believe in him to be great.
Does anyone?
I like Ben. I don't believe in him to be great because he's scared to get fouled. It's kind of hard to be great when you're scared to get fouled.
Yeah. I believe he can be good, not great.
I'm a fan of his game. I think that like when you put the ball in his hands, he's like a super connective player, and I like watching connective like hoops. Like he makes like role players look really good.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of his game, but yeah. So Denny double, dude. I kind of like his rebounds. You know, I don't think he's gonna get 10 assists. He has been snagging. He had 12 against. So I did the math. He's averaging 7.6 rebounds per 20 minutes or per 33 minutes, which is where I have him at. You know, that's pretty close. Heat are not a good rebounding team. Yeah, so I like it. And I like his over rebounds, basically. So I do like his double. You know, maybe go for the upside. Bam to get 9 rebounds. That seems mad short.
It's been his line the last couple games too.
Oh yeah, I mean juiced for sure.
Because it definitely helps when Jimmy Butler is playing.
Yeah, Jimmy, dude. I bet on his rebounds and assists, dude. Jimmy do not be trying for rebounds like that, except for on offensive glass.
Yeah.
Ayton's pretty soft, I think. Like Ayton, he crashes the glass every once in a while, but he's pretty low usage, to be honest. He doesn't really stretch the floor. So I do think the matchup is fine. Bam had, okay, he had 11 rebounds in 30 minutes, which is good. 30 seems close to a floor for Bam. Dude, I don't know where this is coming from. 8.5. This feels like a good bet. Would you play this, JJ?
I would.
Yes. Yeah, with Jimmy over an 18 out of 24. So he sees a boost with Jimmy for sure. Yeah, dude. I don't know what this is coming from. It's probably only playable on DraftKings, Bovada, and Bet Rivers for me. But yeah, dude, it's a good bet. I like the spot for Jokic, dude. This is such a troll spot. Philly sucks, so that means Jokic isn't going to try to score. So he's just going to be super unaggressive, still touch the ball every play, but just like literally try to go out of his way to pass. And he did that shit against Orlando, who was a tough matchup to get assists in. He had 10. Yeah, his potential assists are always low because he gets a lot of dribble handoff assists. I guess with Murray and Gordon, it's not as good, but yeah, I like the spot. Okay. Holy shit, we got. Oh, the Heat might start Ware alongside Bam. That's actually a good point. That's a really good point. It worked, so that would be bad for Bam's rebounds for sure. Or honestly, just the fact that they're probably gonna try the Ware Bam lineup just in general again, and that would be bad for Bam. So yeah, maybe hold out on that for a little bit. Okay, we got a couple more questions. Okay, let's see. All right, we're gonna cut off the questions. We got 4 more that we're gonna go over, or 3 more, and then we're gonna end it because I didn't even realize that we've been live for over an hour. So, all right, Paulo assists got it at plus money at 4.5. JJ, do you want to quick break that down?
Which one was it, Paulo?
Mm-hmm. You got it at plus money, so I mean that's definitely a good bet, dude. I mean, look at this now.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, it's Cole Anthony. What am I doing?
I mean, his last 2 games, 14 potential and 15 potential. He's eventually gonna get some positive regression.
Yeah.
I like this spot.
Last 10 games, Raptors allowing 4th most assists, a ton of catch and shoot stuff. One thing I will say is that, dude, the Magic do not have any shooting on this team. So, like, if he's getting a million potential assists, just be ready for that. And if it's so, yeah, I like it. Raptors, I think they've been limiting pull-ups a fair bit recently too. So maybe they've been a little bit aggressive. So yeah, I like it.
I would even take an alt line, a little bit higher.
Well, he said he already played it at 4.5 at plus money. So I mean, you did your job, bro. You beat the C. You're getting CLV. You did your job.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if he gets half the potential assists, play it around there.
So Cam Johnson points. He is, I think. Is he okay? So he's not questionable. So he's playing. That's good. Ben Simmons just got ruled questionable with an illness, which I actually don't like because Ben is very good for playing with Cam. I'm not saying he needs Ben, but I think it helps a ton, to be honest, and it's kind of why he scores so much. So without Ben, I probably would stay away. I'd probably stay away just until you get news on Ben. If Ben plays, I would definitely like that. I mean, we can go without Cam Thomas.
I mean, especially just last game without Ben Thomas and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and that was against OKC, dude.
Yeah.
So if let's remove, who are they playing? The Knicks. So Knicks are fine defensively. If we remove OKC, then he's over without Cam and 9 out of 13, averaging 22.5. Here's the thing, bro. He's only played 27 minutes and 25 minutes, and that's probably going to continue because he came back from injury. So he's probably not going to get those big minutes. Look, overs on these guys who are so clearly going to get traded are insanely dicey right now, dude. And especially if Ben doesn't play, I'd probably just stay away. Maxi assists.
I don't like Maxi assists when Embiid's not playing.
Agreed. Yeah. I don't know what it's
The
at.
potentials just usually aren't there without him.
or the conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd stay away from this. Good chance Philly gets blown out here too. Denver's been clicking. Dr. P's on Bam assist. Good RA play. Yeah, for sure. I think the one variable is Kalel Ware. If Kalel does play, he's gonna just, you don't want. There's gonna be more rebounding position or rebounding competition, right? Like when it's just Bam at center, no one's really stealing rebounds from him. If Kalel's at center or playing with him, because Bam would probably be at the 4 technically. So yeah, the more I think about it, I think it's a lean over for me, but I'd wait till Kalel. Wait to see another game and see if they keep on rocking with him and Kalel. All right, last question. Terry Rozier rebounds and assists over. You want to get that
Terry? I have no idea. Let's see.
24 and 31 minutes the last 2 games.
He does usually get a lot of weak side rebounds. I mean, 11 to 17 with the other top 3 playing. Let's see.
I'm doing with him. Okay, I don't think he's getting 16 either. Let's do 20 to 31 minutes. I think there's somewhat. So yeah, averaging 7.5, 8 out of 13. Matchup should be fine. Portland just allows a ton of rebounds and assists. Look, Terry's not a guy, to be honest. I'm really familiar with like how he's been playing recently. But number play seems like it's a fair look, especially at plus 100.
Yeah. Yeah, I typically see him get a lot of weak side rebounds, so I think it's a solid spot.
Yep. Okay, this is the last question. Twizzy, so I was very close to playing this, to be honest, though. I like the matchup, but the Magic just overall are a really good defense. With RJ Barrett, without Quickly, I would like, usually the books give you a slight discount on these guys because they're playing the Magic and like they allow so few points and like they're such a good defense. I feel like we're not getting that discount at all. It's like, he's over an 8 out of 17. Like it's a fine matchup for him to score. It's a really bad matchup for his teammates to score, which can make it like good for his volume. And like I do like it, right? Like pick and roll handler, they're gonna give that up. Post up isolation, stuff like that. Like they're not gonna double him. It's just like I don't even know if this is a good line, and like Toronto might score like 90 points here. So I would probably play this if it was 18.5, 17.5 if we got that, but we're just not getting that. So 19.5, I think it's actually a fair line.
That's my biggest thing right there is the line itself.
Yeah. Yeah, it correlates with Grady under. Yeah, that's why I went with Grady under, because like literally like the hit rate was good for Grady under, and it's like a terrible matchup. And like the hit rates, like this is like a above average matchup, but it's like not a good hit rate, not really good average. So it's like I don't know. I think the Grady under was like the better play in my opinion. Okay, sweet. Before we head out, JJ, is there anything you want to
say? Hopefully we extend our little collab streak.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, let's build off this. Hour 2 and 5-0 yesterday. JJ and I combined to go 5-0. That's awesome. We got a collab on Dick under, correct?
Yep.
Then you have Jonas over 7.5 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Collab play here. Official play from me. Macau over 21.5 PRA and 80 over 26.5 points. Those are the 4 plays we gave out. So let's build off of that for sure. I do want to say a couple things. I say this every time, and I'm going to keep on saying it. But like seriously, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, and you like appreciate the content we do, you think we're giving you valuable information, like a subscribe and a like really just goes such a long way to helping me and JJ work to what we're trying to get to. So if you guys are on YouTube and you haven't liked or subscribed, could you please do so? Like I said, just if you like the content, of course. If you think what we're spewing is bullshit, then don't. But if you like the content, a like and subscribe really does help us a ton. Okay. Andrew said, let's cash. That's a perfect way to end this. Andrew.
That's right.
Let's cash. Yep. 2 words. Let's cash. All right, sweet. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Liam was sick this morning, so it was just me running the show. Probably wasn't the greatest stream, to be honest, and it's way better with 2 people. 10-game slate tomorrow too. Sweet. Yep, let's get it. Yep, so back tomorrow, guys. Same time, 8:45 or 9:45 Eastern AM. So yeah, we'll see you then.